Lewis Hart for the Ring Lewis Hart for the Ring magazine. Delighted to be joined with Eddie Hearn. Just concluded the press conference there. Yeah, I guess no involvement from, well, a lack of involvement from yourself there. What did you make of that?
Everything's scripted from Chris. So you just take the script away from him, that's all. And obviously I thought it was quite amusing with Frank in his position. And if you're not going to let me speak, what's the point of me being up? They're not going to go back and forth with an idiot. So I just brought Mr. Smith up there. Let Eubank just burn that energy. All of a sudden he's like, he's looking at his phone about what to say about me. All of a sudden I'm not there. And he ain't got nothing to say about Frank Smith. So just wind him up a little bit, burn the energy before he goes back to take the final few pounds off.
What did you make of the bet from the bet offer?
They know, like we spoke to Robert Smith. I will lose my licence if I bet on the fight like this. But you know, to be honest with you, 1,900,000. I mean, they're actually giving me still worse odds, I think, than the bookmaker. But whatever, like, you know, I think I've told Benn it's quite boring now. He spoke to Robert Smith. He sent an email to everybody saying licence holders are not allowed to bet on the fight. So, to be honest with you, in all due respect, I don't want to sound like an arrogant twat, but this fight means a lot more than £900,000 to me. This fight means fucking everything. And when Conor Benn knocks him spark out tomorrow night, you could give me 5 million, 10 million, I don't care. I just want the win. And I'll be straight through those ropes to celebrate a man that I'm very proud of. A man that has been through an unbelievable amount these last couple of years, and he will take all of that strength tomorrow night. And as Tony Sims says, God works in mysterious ways. I'm not sure 2.5 years ago we would have won this fight. Now, everything he's been through, the resilience, we're ready. You're going to get a fucking great show on Saturday night.
Do you think Billy Joe will be there?
Billy Joe will be doing the hand wraps in Chris Eubank's dressing room.
Eddie, have you ever had this animosity towards another fighter?
It's not really, it's just his thing, like it's become a thing. He wants to be a little bit of a hero, like, you know. But really, I guess I'm not looking for respect from Chris Eubank. If he's not going to let me speak, no problem. I mean, our family have quite a deep history with the Eubank family. I mean, Matchroom really built his father. And together, as a partnership, those guys changed the face of British boxing. But Chris doesn't seem to have the same respect. I'm not going to sit there and go backwards and forwards. But as I said, everything's scripted with Chris. So you just take the script away from him. And all of a sudden he's like, fuck me, Frank Smith's up here, you know.
Is he not feel weird about that with the family?
I'm sure it's very weird, yeah. But it's a bit of fun. That's all it was, because otherwise it's me going, yeah, and him going, whoa, 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 and it's like, it's boring. So switch it up, a few sound bites, a few clicks, a few numbers. I thought Frank Smith done a great job. Frank Smith's the future of the company. You know, you guys are only going to have to put up with me for another 3-5 years, something like that. We've got to keep Frank Smith in the game.
Eddie, what do you respond to Rick Reno and Ring Magazine? Seem to be a shot pretty much directed at you.
I mean, not really. I mean, that's just you, Raheem, doing your normal stuff. What he said was, he said a lot of promoters provide shit.
A lot of promoters on DAZN, are there others?
Yeah, there are about 400 promoters on DAZN.
Maybe in the room with us.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe they are, you know. Rick's there to, he came up to me before the presser, he said, just to let you know, I'm going to say a few outrageous things. I'm very proud of the work that Matchroom and Boxer, to be fair, have put in on this show. This is a Ring Magazine event, but Matchroom have worked their absolute socks off on this event. Frank Smith has worked every day, you know, the whole event team. Next week, we are working around the clock, organising the New York City Ring Magazine event. And I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like the job that Matchroom and myself have done for boxing, I think we've been an unbelievable servant, and I think without us, boxing wouldn't be where it was. So I don't agree with Mr. Rick Reno, but I do agree that the Ring Magazine cards are sensational.
Another person who didn't mention your name, but said it was Chris Benn's, Conor Benn's promoter, who
That's me.
Oh, is that you?
I'm Conor Benn's promoter, yeah.
Because Senior said that you potentially gave Chris the PEDs and he didn't know, and he believes that Chris didn't know, but it's down to you.
Oh, you're absolutely waffling. What are you talking about?
You should be investigating.
Chris, I gave Chris the PEDs.
This is Senior talking, not me.
Who's Chris? What are you talking about? Next question.
No, you didn't.
Watch it back. You're all over the place, right?
Eddie, Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype. Way different topic, but I've been dying to get your thoughts on it. WBA mandated the winner of Ryan and Roby to face the winner of Boots and Garcia. Just what are your thoughts on how does that fight potentially go?
Great news, because I think, you know, Ryan Garcia beats Rolly Romero. I would love the Rolly Romero fight for Boots, but I will say as well, Boots wants to face the other champions. I mean, we do have the Gearsoft issue. I think Boots wants to go out there and fight Brian Norman. I know His Excellency wants Boots to fight Teofimo Lopez. Right now, I say it now, Boots is the red hot guy in boxing. That last performance, everyone knows this guy is the future of boxing. So we're in an unbelievable position, and we will plan accordingly and in the best interest of Jaron Ennis. And we'll meet next week and talk through the options.
Just quickly, do you think Chris Eubank Jr will make weight for this fight?
Yes, I do think he'll make weight. He had his check weight yesterday. We know everything, right? So he's got a lot of work to do, but I believe he'll make it.
Eddie, you mentioned what Conor's been over the past couple of years. Have you ever been through as much of a personal journey with a fighter as you have?
No, because every day you get character assassinated as well, and you have to make a decision as an individual. Are you going to duck out and just say, oh, I'd rather not really go through this, or are you going to stand with your mate who you believe in and fight it with him and take all the shit that comes with it? And that's the option that I went for, because I believe him, and when I believe in someone, I'm not going to cry out the back door like a bitch and say, sorry mate, you're on your own. Every day we fought this with him. He did a lot of stuff himself. I think sometimes he did stuff on his own advice where maybe he should have taken better advice, but what he always did is believed in himself, went through 3 trials, cleared his name, and as we stand here today, you know, I listened to the word of Tony Sims. Very true. God works in mysterious ways. We're so ready for this fight. Maybe 2.5 years ago, we weren't ready for this fight, but we're ready now, and I can't tell you enough the shape that Conor Benn is in. I appreciate this is a tough fight, the weight, everything, and I'm not saying he 100% wins. It's a 50-50 fight, but I truly believe Conor Benn wins on Saturday night, and the shape that he's in and the mental position he is in his life right now is perfect to take this opportunity.
Is he nervous, Conor?
Yes, 100%. But in a good, like, you know, he walked out on the pitch. He wasn't like, oh, it was, oh my God, this is it. Oh, I dreamt of this moment. You got to put a lid on it. You got to control yourself on Saturday night. You know, you see guys like AJ and Fury. This is their bread and butter. By the way, Eubank's never boxed on a show like this before. He's been involved in some big nights, but nothing like this. Nor's Conor. I mean, Conor was co-main event at Headingley for Warrington. It was 25,000. He's boxed in a full O2 loads of times. This is different. You walk out there tomorrow night in 65,000 with the whole, not just the whole of Britain, the whole of the world watching. This is pressure at its finest.
Eddie, if it's as good as you expect it to be, when do we see the rematch?
We'll see. Look, I mean, I think the rematch, we look at September, October time. I promise you one thing. This is going to be a great fight, and this is going to be unbelievable drama.
Pick a round for Conor.
Well, Conor just told him, inside 2 rounds. That's what he told him in his face.
Liam Smith and Aaron McKenna.
Yeah.
We've seen a bit of an over and back there, but it's huge.
It's a great fight. I rate Aaron McKenna. You know, I love it when there's an established world-class fighter taking on a young, undefeated fighter. And Aaron McKenna, you know, you've got to make that step up. And I'm not sure, as good as he is, I'm not sure if he can take the step up against Liam Smith. But we'll find out. He won't take a backward step, and he'll be all over it. He'll be in the fight. He's tough as nails. And you know what you get from Beefy. That could steal the show. Do a couple more.
Would you respond to Senior's allegations? I mean, I got the name wrong, but you know.
You got everything wrong. I mean,
but this is what he said.
Yeah, go
on Talk Sport to Simon, that you should be investigated because you gave Conor the.
Did he say that?
He said that.
Really?
Today.
Can you send that to me? Did you send that today?
It's
what I'll
it's
do
on
is
Talk Sport.
I'll sue him. I'll sue him immediately. So do me a favour. After this interview, send me the clip where he said the exact words you just said. All right.
He said Conor's promoter. He didn't say your name.
Well, yeah,
that's
me. That's good enough. Send me the clip. Chris Eubank Sr. is mentally not stable. How people in the media even allow him in that space is a disgrace. The guy, I mean, firstly, the guy is not well. Secondly, the guy really should be here. But the fact that he's not involved, the fact that he couldn't take any money, the fact that he couldn't be involved in any decisions, stand in front of the cameras, is making him sick as a parrot. So send me that, and he'll receive a legal letter tomorrow. Thank you.
Those early rounds with Conor Benn, like you said, finishing.
The whole fight's important. Look, I mean, I don't think that we know how fast Conor Benn starts. At the same time, I don't think it's right that Conor should come out just like a raging bull. I mean, Eubank said yesterday, I'm the matador, all that kind of stuff. You've got to be smart with it, but you've got to be explosive, you've got to be spiteful, and you've got to land early. And Conor Benn will land early in this fight. Can he put a dent in him like Liam Smith said? I believe so.
Eddie, can I just ask, what's your relationship now, like with Benn Shalom, obviously?
It's all right. I said before, I don't mind Benn. I find him quite amusing. And I said it's not being facetious. He's a very strange man. He's a very awkward guy, but he's not. You know, people don't think he's harmless. For me, I take people where I find them harmless. I've enjoyed working with him. I'm sure we can do more business together. We speak a lot. Can't quite figure him out yet, but you know, not everyone's cup of tea. We do business together. I'm happy to do more with him.
Eddie, just one other question again for our public.